And another question we've gotten is, are the Sabians and Crescents the same? And are people just buying a Cre-Sabian when they buy a Crescent? And I can say, definitely not. You came up with your own designs, your own sounds, specifications, and although we have the techniques and the ability to make those, they're different from what we're making. And we're actually learning quite a bit from your ideas.
Well, thank you. What would be the point, right?
Right.
We don't need to make Sabian cymbals. Sabian does a very good job of that all by themselves.
Yeah, thanks.
And we started with an idea of a sound palette.
Yeah.
The reason we make them by hand is not because we think that's the only way to make a decent cymbal. It's because that's the way you make our cymbals.
Right.
That's the way you get that sound. And so it's entirely possible and likely, and is the fact, that a Sabian cymbal will not be a Crescent cymbal.
Yeah. And we try very hard. Well, Mark Love, being the person who does our R&D up in Canada, and he's our cymbal guru, he and I have discussed how we keep a separation between the two cymbals, between what we make and what Crescent asked for, what you asked for. And we are very cognizant of keeping that separation. So,
well, when Mark and I were working on the Element series,
yep.
I had the privilege of working with him over many months on this new series. We were cognizant of that too. This is what I'm looking for, Mark. You tell me if this steps on any Sabian toes, because if you're making this, we don't want to.
Right.
To that end, I've always said when I go to the trade shows and I walk around and look at everybody's booths, like we all do, I'm not looking to copy them. I'm looking what not to do.
Well, you're different from most cymbal companies. I can say that because, boy, have we been copied. Oh, man.
So we. Yeah, so we.
But, you know, and having the artisans that we have up in Canada, it's simple for them to understand the difference between the two types. Not only in the hammering, those guys understand that you have different type of patterns for what you're looking for and different type of patterns for what we do, but also in the lathing. And lathing by hand with professionals, guys who have made over 1 million cymbals, makes a big difference on being able to keep that separation very clear.
I've tried to lay the cymbal, and if you don't know what you're doing, and I don't, I know what the sound is, but I don't pretend to know how to lay the cymbal. To your point exactly.
You ever tried to hand hammer one?
Hurts my hand.
It hurts the cymbal too.
I haven't made anything that sounded any good by doing that. We leave that to the guys who really know what they're doing.
Yeah, the experts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that ought to clear that one up.
I hope.